last time we played this game, shit, I already did one. I already did an noise. The last time you guys arrived at Providence with your friends.
Ah, hey Wills, take a bit.
Oh, hey, Wells.
What was the command again?
God damn it! You arrived with your shit. Wait, who thought to bring it up?
Sorry.
Who brought it up in the first place?
Might have been me.
I'm not a mod, so I can't do any of those things.
Okay.
Clearing myself of any blame.
It's 13 times now. Sheesh. Is there still a horse stick command?
Yeah.
No, why?
This is not a classy stream. Anyway, fuck. Shit. So you arrived at Providence, the two children and their teddy bear in tow, and realized that the place was pretty much, not in ruins, but it was being rebuilt. You realized that it's definitely seen better days. However, there is no army occupying the area outside of the walls anymore. You waltz in, and you can see that you're being recognized by peasantry all around you. You notice that people are recognizing your faces, most of whom you have never met before, but you realize again that you had a statue created of you. It's not totally accurate at the moment, because two of the people on the statue are no longer in the party, one of whom is dead. Also, there's no Hyacinth there, but she's pretty confident that there will be one day.
One day, very, very soon.
Lots of people who have statues are also dead, so
That's true.
it's
That's
not that weird.
No, I mean, I didn't say it was weird. I just said it was not entirely accurate, reflecting the current party. In any case, you met the seneschal of the city before moving on and meeting the Duke. The Duke seemed very busy getting his hands dirty, talking to lower class peasants and stuff, getting things prepared around the city as part of the rejuvenation post-siege. You had a chat with him. After that, he basically said, come back in an hour, we're going to have a meeting with my military advisors, because you came to him with information saying that Big Bad von Karstein doesn't like this city. We think he might come for it at some point. That's the information. Also, he's not in his tomb anymore. He's flying around. Also, he's not in his tomb anymore. He's flying around, being spooky. He attacked us. It was pretty shit. But we repelled them. We also had a chance to meet. This is the first time that he met Hyacinth. And you had opportunity to discuss the fact that two of your previous party members are no longer there. And went off to inspect the statues. We had a moment where we discussed how each of us were feeling about the fact that these statues were constructed, and also to reflect on the nature of the other party members who are currently not with us. Hyacinth also had a moment to be like, damn right, I'm going to have a fucking statue. But also she said that she felt like maybe she was in the right place after all. We went back to discuss things with the Duke, and we're going to skip over the conversation, but the outcome is that now they're aware that von Karstein's out and about.
In the shadows.
That he's out and about, and that he has, his own machinations, and that he has presence in Cliff Harbour and Luskar, that they will be screening for undeadified people. Basically, they have recruited some low-level clerics of Kalemvor.
Good choice. Oh, not a good choice.
Huh?
Clerics was a good choice, but...
Oh, you got sad about the god that they worship. Okay. Kalemvor is the god of the dead, and he has but his domain is more like death comes to all. It's not necessarily the worst thing in the world. Death doesn't need to be evil. And the worshippers of Kalemvor are very anti-undead. As well, most clerics are, to be honest, but those guys especially.
Is it because it's like
And
cheating the
It's
natural
a bit like
way?
cheating. It's a bit like cheating. So they're going to have some people on the gates, and just to give a low-level scout out of any spooky baddies. They're also going to ensure that they have scouts patrolling the roads, so that if any armies are on their way, they will be able to catch them. Because marching armies are very slow. They are also going to report on their. Oh my god, so many. Are you?
Dox is back to work.
He's back
Sorry.
to work.
Oh, I've just forgotten all the commands and I can't find out how to find what they are.
Okay.
Oh, there we go.
It's
It's
going to
because
be
there's
much
two
harder for
different.
people to enjoy the chat when it's filled with docs
It's alright.
spamming commands.
I'm done now.
In any case, so they've told you that they have spies in Cliff Harbor and Luskar, or agents is how they refer to them, that previously did a good job of expressing that there was a group of, well, a small force that was leaving Cliff Harbor. However, they didn't expect them to be on the march for geese, so they had no opportunity to warn you. But they do have their own kind of safety measures in place that will hopefully allow them to better prepare themselves if there was an imminent attack. Which suggests that you don't necessarily need to be here manning the walls and making sure that for the next couple days no army turns up. Okay?
Yay.
Mhm.
They've also said that they will use a sending spell to relay to you if there is a force active somewhere on the island that they've been made aware of.
Cool.
Okay?
Mhm.
We then spent the last of the 45 minutes of our stream talking about D&D tips for anybody that needs so we were like, oh yeah, well, maybe we'll cut the stream a bit early, and then we went way way over time. Also, I've
Also
noticed
technical
that
difficulty.
Fools just responded to Katie's tweet about D&D, saying, "Have a good game and keep track of all those ums."
Mhm.
Sorry, Tom.
Look what you've done. This is your baby. Okay. So, team, what do you want to do this session? Where do you want to go? What is your next direction? What is your objective?
Has anyone ever made it clear to Hyacinth what the keys are for? I know we've talked about keys and that you needed them, but I don't think anyone ever explained to her in the context, since we were kind of, fighting a big bad, what they do.
Now's a good
Well,
time.
I don't know if we actually know what they do. I don't know if anyone's ever actually told us exactly what they're for.
This is my favorite part about this kind of discussion is
Who remembers
DM
what?
the DM being like, "I told you."
To be fair, I wasn't here for that.
Gaps in people's knowledge that I can refill. Not Hyacinth. Susan will definitely remember
Yes.
I know. I totally know.
because Susan has a hack.
That's all I have.
So,
So I know the Jarl hired you to get the key, but did he tell you why?
well, they're so that we can unlock the tomb, so that we can go and fight for Von Karstein or something like that.
So we literally
Getting
can't get
nods
to
from
him
the
unless we have
DM.
all the keys.
The DM is nodding. He's either gone mad or agreeing.
So would we
I
say
wasn't
that
nodding. I was rocking backwards and forwards.
in anger? So would we say that number one priority then is either keys, destroying more obelisks, or there's a third one. Let me just look at my notes.
Getting
Never
crunk.
mind.
Get
Yes.
crunk.
So what's more important, finding additional keys or destroying obelisks, do you think right now?
Probably getting keys.
Yeah.
We can send B team after the obelisks, that's true. So,
we've got 2 keys, I believe. Maybe only 1, I can't remember that. We've certainly been in possession of 2 keys at one point.
Yes. Correct.
I've got to find my bag of holding.
Gotta find your bag of holding.
Yeah.
Where is it?
Okay.
Another bag
What
of
is
holding.
This is what I
oh,
get for having one large sprawling campaign, and you guys are just forgetting things intermittently. Next campaign will be a couple sessions, and you'll just be like, "Oh, all right."
a series of mini campaigns.
We're not saving the world. What's the fucking point?
Yeah, okay, so we probably only have 1 key at the moment.
You have 2. You got 1 from Valhiltor, and you got 1 from the abandoned temple.
Yeah.
You know that the Jarl has possession of 1.
Yeah, so I know that the Jarl has 1, and then the other one is in Lascar with Roxy. Would know where it is. I keep calling her Roxy, but her name's Roxinda.
Oh, the Baroness.
Yes, who's in a prison, and we were going to get her out, and then we were trying to help Chauffeur, and then things happened and we didn't.
Then you got distracted because you knew that Providence was under siege, and you were like, "Oh shit, better go stop that."
Yeah, that's right. And then the whole buff thing happened around then as well.
Yes.
So my question is, who has the other key? Because it's not in me.
It's not in me.
It's in the tree.
Is
Oh
it?
my god, does Zinjai have the other
No,
key?
it's in the bag of holding. You must have just forgotten to put it in your notes.
I was
I
like,
was really
please,
worried for
no,
a
don't.
second.
I was like, I
Don't
don't
make me
remember
go
saying
there.
everyone.
Oh no, it was on Penai when he got turned to dust.
But the
Campaign
magic
over.
items
Literally
didn't get turned
possible.
into dust. We just weren't allowed to take them with us.
Okay, so I have another key. Totally been here all this time.
Surprise key.
You might have taken it out because the Jarl had asked for it before we knew that he was undead.
You do definitely have the 2 keys.
Okay. Yeah, no, I know we have to, but he might have like deleted it from
Well, it's
his
just one
list.
got stolen from us at one point.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, I know, but I couldn't remember if we ever actually got it back.
You did, yeah. You did.
So the Baroness has a key, and we know where the Baroness is at, but we haven't done anything about it, or you do, I should say, because of.
I don't know if she has it directly, but she knows where it is at least.
See, I wasn't around for these things, so these are legitimate questions for Hudson.
There's also a hall of something, like a hall of arms or ancient relics in Luscar that someone pointed us at as saying we could potentially take some items from there.
Ooh. I mean, I'm always up for a heist.
Also, Luscar is full of bandits and bad people.
Yeah, we can handle that, right?
So, Luscar was previously under the control of Baroness Roxinda. However, when you went there, expecting her to be in power, you realized that, well, you found out, actually, that she had hired some mercenaries named the Black Hilt to help defend the city whilst the main Luscarian force went forth to Providence and besieged it. However, she wasn't very thorough with kind of background checks, and these guys were quite disloyal to the point of taking over the entirety of Luscar.
That's pretty disloyal.
Yeah, that's quite disloyal. They have captured the Baroness Roxinda. At least this is the information that you have from your last dalliance in Luscar. They've captured her and are holding her somewhere. Chilfroy, your friendly neighborhood Luscarian, who, if you recall correctly, was a hardcore supporter of Baroness Roxinda and a little bit racist. And you didn't really like him very much, but you had similar goals. Was trying to help you sort it out, basically. Whilst you were there, you found out a little bit of information that suggested that, actually, the reason that they wanted to take Providence, the Luscarians wanted to take Providence, was because they believed that they had a... You blend into your
Well, I almost blend into it.
Oh my god, it's just a floating head.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. But there's so much like context backstory stuff. This is difficult. I feel sorry for you players, but not me because it's all my story and I made it all up. But basically,
I just muted myself and I'm like adamantly taking notes, so don't worry.
well, that's good. So, yes, Shinhua was a supporter. You rooted around with the leader of the Black Hilt in his offices, and you found a piece of paper in a secret room, or rather Penai did, that suggested that Providence was gifted their sovereignty.
Yep.
We also then had a flashback where you went back in time and you were there when the sovereignty was being celebrated.
I have a question.
Yes.
Did we ever give that piece of paper to anyone, or did Penai still have it?
Penai still had it.
So you mean that's gone forever now?
No, didn't we
Yes.
give it?
I thought we gave it to them. or
Yeah,
at least
because
showed
the
it to
siege
them.
stopped.
You showed it. You showed it to the siege stopped because you went in there and started killing everybody.
Well, that's one way to do it.
Murder, hobo, problem solving. You started a sentence where you said Shifwa was trying to help us sort everything out. While there, we found out the reason the Lascarians wanted Providence was because they thought, and then you got interrupted, and then you went on.
Yeah, I apologize. So they thought that Providence belonged to them. It was their right. Where in reality, Providence was given their freedom by the king of Luscar.
Dang it! So the official document, like decree, has been destroyed now.
Mm-hmm.
Dang it! Why would we give that to Penn? Well, I didn't. Why did you guys do it? No, I'm kidding. Dang it! That's
I mean,
awful.
I'll be honest. I don't think
Hindsight
it would
is 2020.
burn, you know.
think that he would be turned into dust.
Yep, that's fair. We gotta get
Also,
those
probably
magic
presumed
boxes.
everything went into the bag of holding.
Yeah. That's what I would have done with it. I'm sure that's what you guys would have done with it. So really, it's probably in the bag of holding right now. And it was just,
That's not how I remember it. Maybe I should have a look at Penai's character. Oh, I might have deleted it. Ooh, let's have a look. Also, I was doing some stuff for the B Team game the other day, uploading maps and icons and stuff, and it had a go at me because I don't have enough space. I don't have enough space on the website anymore because I've been uploading stuff since Hazo and I were playing with Fuzi. Like, I've still got stuff on there. I had 2 icons for Fuzi's characters. That's like over 4 or 5 years old now.
oh my gosh.
So I had to go through individually deleting, because it doesn't open up in like a file browser. It just has this long list, and it's right click, delete, and then a pop up comes up the top of the window, which is on the other fucking side. Ages, and they're like, upgrade to like the pro membership, and I was like,
Did you not just delete the whole campaign? Will that not work?
It's over all campaigns. It's not per campaign.
Oh.
So all my recent uploads it's per campaign.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Okay. No, I do not have a character for Penai.
Yep, see, the document was totally in the
Oh wait, archived characters. Restore.
He's back.
He's back.
from outer space.
There he is.
Also, you're relying on Penai having
Written this down.
Scott having yeah.
Hey, if it's not on the character.
Oh. So let's have a look at some of Penai's stuff. Short bow, arrows, a burglar pack. He's got
Regular pack.
burglar pack.
Burglar.
I saw that lie. I saw that look.
He's got key for Shaynar got wood.
I thought you might have had it.
He's got
Yeah, because he split them up.
yeah.
Yeah,
He's
just in
got
case anyone would to die.
He's got dragon
it?
bone.
Campaign over.
He has Press Luscar. That might be the seal. the document seal.
Oh yeah, he stole that
From
as well in
Shil-
case he
from
needed to forge
Shilfwa?
anything.
Yeah. Focus of Helm, Dagger of Venom, Amulet of Giants, that's gone. Poison arrows, 2 empty vials, a billowing cape, forgot he had that, that's a sad loss. Amulet of Guaranteed, and warm clothes.
Oh, the warm clothes I got for him.
So he did have the key.
The key we can definitely guarantee is now in your bag of holding.
But it didn't say that he had the document.
That's correct. I cannot see a document in here.
So it didn't get disintegrated, therefore they must have had it.
Wait, was it a document? Because I have a Shilfroy's letter in mine. That wasn't. What
No,
was that?
So that's a letter from Chilfroy.
What was it saying? I can't remember what it.
It was a Chilfroy.
It was a love letter.
Chilfroy. It was a letter to the army outside of Providence saying, "Come back,
Please
we
stop.
need you here. We need you here." Hi, Goldfinch. Have you missed anything? It is almost entirely us
Us
going over
remembering
the
what the story is.
entire game from the beginning of time.
Mm,
Only six. Was it 66 or 67 episodes now?
67.
You should update that document of the story so far and then do an audiobook reading of it.
Dude, I don't have enough time in my life.
I would very much like that. Okay, so all that to say, see the Baroness, and maybe you could use sending to message Chiffois and ask how things are,
Mhm.
because that's the friendly guy.
Can we also pretend we've still got the document? Can we pretend that before anyone died, they were like, "Here's all my stuff, just in case." Take it all.
Shall I see if it's on Zenyai?
I'm pretty sure we gave it to them because I remember them being like, oh.
Yeah, I thought we did too. But...
No, he has.
Someone quickly rewatch all 60-something episodes.
He's got a deed notebook.
I'm sure that's a druidy thing. That sounds like a druidy thing.
What's a deed notebook?
Talking about his good deeds.
Today I didn't step on an ant.
He did get that magic book from Valhilda.
Can ask him.
He also got +1 wisdom from a book
He did.
permanently.
He did.
And now he's a fucking
If I
tree.
keep fluttering my eyelashes,
what
we
a
have the
fucking
deed back.
waste. Nope.
Someone find the right episode. It'll be like 40 or 50, probably. Maybe 30. In that range.
So the wisdom book is
No,
also
because we have
in the
so
tree?
many nice people in the chat. Someone will think that they have to do that now because you've suggested.
You definitely don't have to do it, but
They
you'll
can't
be a
find it
hero if you
anywhere.
do
It's
do
not
it.
up. The full episodes aren't up anywhere.
Are they not?
No, because they delete after a while.
Yeah,
Oh.
I kept a load of them for a very long time, which is why I had like a shit ton of gigabytes of VOD footage, and I was like, why do I need like
For exactly this
60
situation.
hours of D&D that we're never gonna watch?
Does anyone have the letter in their inventory? When I say
Well, I
anyone, I mean the
definitely
two
don't.
characters that were
Yeah.
here.
I certainly do. Isn't that crazy? I'm sure the Jarl gave it to
add
me.
it and then be like, oh, look, I've got it.
If I wasn't streaming right now, just
By George, I think you've got it.
Should I open up the character sheet so I can see whilst you're looking through them?
It's not mine.
What's the point?
Typing stops.
Dane Frostbeard. All
No,
this
it
stuff.
would be
Wow,
new.
you got a lot of shit.
Yeah, I got a bag holding. It all goes in there. All of it.
All of it.
Yep. Like that thing I got in the first episode, I think, which is the goblet that fills with blood with the command word vermilion.
Oh yeah.
One day, that's going to come in useful.
When you need to throw a glass of wine on someone, but you don't want to waste your wine, you just reach in and grab the save Vermilion and throw blood on them.
Yes. Can I combine that with the pitcher that turns water into wine? Because then I can put the one above it, and then blood is mostly water. It'd be mostly wine that comes out.
That's true. You can have
Hemoglobin wine. It's
some
like
of
vampire wine.
Wine with extra protein.
Mm.
Blech.
Well, has it happened in the last 30 days? I would know if it happened in the last 30 days. If we gave it away or not.
The problem is we don't know.
Yeah, no. But I could lie. I mean, I could tell the truth.
I can lie.
I'm going to say that it was on Penno.
Okay.
But why would we have given it Penna?
Why does he have all the other shit that he's got?
That's because it's
Well,
just
that's 'cause
random
that's
shit that
all of
nobody
his
cares
shit.
about.
And the other key he refused to not have.
When do we?
Right, let me double check his character. Oh, it says it's written here.
Oh, really?
Oh, I
Oh.
can read it.
Oh, wow. Hold on, wait a second.
We're gonna have to take everyone's immersion out here because you know how immersed everybody is all the time when we play this game.
Like the last little bit is just immersed me fully.
It is 100% immersion. Oh, Den, whilst rummaging around in the bag of bull sack of holding, finds the letter saying that Providence has been given its sovereignty.
Oh, yay.
Oh,
we
guys, I
found-
had it all the time.
Oh.
It was in my tent.
Okay, fair. Safe place to keep it. I believe it.
Okay, yeah,
And it fell in.
right. Fell in your tent.
Or it was in my goblet of command word vermilion makes blood.
Yeah, it's just
Don't
soaked
get it
in blood
wet.
now.
I haven't never actually used it.
300-year-old document is just like crumbled into dust. Right. Happy players.
I'm very happy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You also did you give the letter after the battle, the statue and stuff, and everything came up.
I mean, that's what we all said. But TM was like, no.
I don't remember that happening.
There's
I
no way
have
we're
an
gonna remember these things.
okay
though.
memory.
I think an independent, unbiased source like Snorts is reliable.
And also, it just seems
Snorts
like
is a pretty
the.
reliable dude, but he's also high as a kite, so.
Yeah, but he wasn't at
On
the time of it
prescribed
happening.
medication.
In Goldfinch, I did consider doing that ages ago, but would it be like worth it all to upload like the 3-hour just raw footage?
For right now.
Well, I mean, obviously we can't do it now. Also, it would have been shit quality and the count would have been terrible, so now's the time to start doing it.
Yeah, but we could have found out where the letter is.
I do think that I remember you showing it to him. I don't know whether you gave it to him. It would make more sense that you gave it to him. I don't remember that happening, but that would make more sense. Should we say that happened? The Duke had it.
hmm
Yeah.
It just
Is that
seems
definitely
like it
what we
would be
did.
the most pertinent thing to do. Like, why else would you keep it? They would be the best people to
Yeah.
hold on
yeah.
to it.
Here's
That
your
would make
independence.
sense.
We'll keep it though. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
We won't die with it.
Hope to see our statues
Definitely
in a
won't
week.
turn into dust. All right. Okay. In which case, for your aid, Snorts, you are rewarded an inspiration point.
Well, I get an inspiration point.
You also get your inspiration point.
Yeah.
I was like furiously looking through my notes to be like,
Really?
"Fix
For those of you who weren't here, which is everyone but the people who are playing,
it."
I couldn't remember the name of Chauffeur because it wasn't in my notes, so I ransomed an inspiration point for anyone who could come up with his name.
Ransomed an inspiration point.
Okay. So what's the direction for the party? Also, just to clarify for those of you everybody that can't remember, apparently, you were tasked with finding the keys so that you might go into the tomb where von Karstein is currently residing, or was residing,
What's currently residing?
and murderify him before his latent power got stronger and stronger and he was undefeatable.
He's ungottable.
Well, now that he's out, are the keys still important?
Who did the check on the sage's bite?
Mm,
One
It
of
was
them, I
Susan.
think.
I think it was Susan.
Docs, yeah.
Okay, I think it was Susan. I think it was Susan.
I'm pretty sure I either helped or inspired. Because I do not have a lot of medicine skill.
No, yeah,
Tell us
because
how we
because
can
I
use
did in the
them.
highlight. I remember I said in the highlight, I was like, vampire bite, it's a
Yes.
vampire.
Yes, yes,
See?
that's the only reason that I got it as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so Goldfinch and anyone else, if you have an inspiration point and you don't know how to use it, you can do many different things. As a viewer, you can give them to players. As a player, you can use it to give yourself advantage in a roll, or to get a DM favor, which basically says, "I have a cool idea. I don't think it sits within the realm of what I can actually do in one turn or something. But here's a token that says you're my best friend forever." And then I'm like, okay.
Oh, you're my best friend.
So if anyone's ever in the shit, or if you're feeling kind, you can give it to a player. Or if you're feeling dastardly, you can give it to me.
Please don't do that.
Nobody's
No.
done that yet. Possibly because I haven't been like, give them to me. But it's possible. Possible. Okay. Just on one tangent note, I just got a message. You might have seen my tweet that I'm thinking about getting a tattoo.
Mm-hmm.
What are you gonna get?
So I'm thinking about having, just like on my shoulder here, an Enso, which is the brushstroke circle that I have on Discord and a couple of other things. And on the inside, or merged with it in some way, a D20. I have it up here. And I messaged the person that I want to do it, because she's one of the tattoo artists at my brother-in-law's tattoo studio.
Right.
So I was
So
like,
you can get a discount.
mates rates. Family
Yeah.
rates. And it
Mates
looks like
ready.
she'll be pretty happy with it. And she's also able to do it on a day whilst I'm down there to see my new niece. And it's super cheap.
Heyo.
So, happy with that. Anyway, Susan, you had a moment where you were like, vampire bites.
Mhm.
And we realized that Susan has a weird knowledge of the world of vampires and how they work and how they function. And a couple of episodes ago, I accidentally said that Von Carstone's a vampire, although that was heavily suggested throughout literally every possible way from day dot. Even the very first dungeon that you went into had the suggestions that he was a vampire. But anyway, so your understanding of vampires is that the only way to kill them is to kill them in their coffin.
Right.
Okay? Or make sure that they aren't the coffin after death for like 24 hours or something like that.
Wait, say that again? You lagged out.
Oh, or to make sure that after you kill them, they are away from their coffin for about 24 hours or so.
Right.
I can't remember off the top of my head, but your character's not going to know it. I don't like
Yeah.
perfectly anyway. So the idea is that vampires can rejuvenate after death if they are able to reach their abode. Which is why having the keys would be beneficial to you, because otherwise you're going to kill him and he's just going to come back.
Right.
Fair. Okay.
So we're gonna lock him out.
Which is also the reason that he was locked away somewhere. Was because they couldn't deal with him. And the only way that they could possibly deal with him is by making sure he can't get out.
But he is out.
Yes, he is.
Well, I guess I'll
Dun,
tell
dun,
everyone about the
dun.
vampire
But
thing
then
then.
surely the keys won't help us.
Well, if we kill him, he's out. But if we kill him, he'll just go back home and rejuvenate. So we still need the keys because he's a vampire. It's because we're gonna have to either fight him there or get there and destroy that. in order to make sure when we kill him, he stays dead. Is what I gather.
Mhm.
All right. Okay. Good. So
I think
yeah.
Docs is suggesting that he's out, which means that the keys are now invalid.
Yeah, because if we're using the keys to keep him out, he can already go in and out as he pleases.
But you need to get in.
Yeah. We still need a key. It is locked for us.
That makes more sense. Alternative narrative: we become vampires.
No,
There we go,
not so.
Good vampires, though.
Oh, holy vampires.
I don't think that's a thing.
They will
There
be the
are-
first.
It's like when you become a werewolf, like innately you become chaotic evil or something like that. I think it's like unless you fight it, unless you actively fight it, if you accept it, then you just become chaotic evil.
Fair.
You don't really have a choice. You just become evil. Because it's a very chaotic evil thing to just like choose it.
So what I was going to suggest for what we do is if we go west towards Luscar, we could go to the Collector's Tower first and collect some towers and destroy some obelisks, and then go down to Luscar, finding some way in, because last time we had to paddle up a river.
Yes. We also needed disguises the last time we went in,
We did.
which is important.
Also, we came back in from that graveyard, and I distinctly remember being dropped about 5 times. Because we climbed the wall, and we spent all night climbing the wall,
that
and
was
then
so
you guys
annoying.
dropped us so many times, and then the doors opened.
Yeah, I remember that. Don't forget that bit. Oh yeah, the Great Wall climbing adventure, see? I can't forget the Great Wall climb. That sounds like a plan. As long as we think about how we're gonna make it in Luscar. Make it, like, be famous and
How we
rich.
How we can have our names on the streets.
Yeah.
Look, I made it.
Some more statues.
I can make us invisible.
Ooh,
I'll do it.
that'll
We
do
need
it.
to sneak into the place that Roxinda's being held anyway.
Yep.
Are you gonna send a message to that dude?
Chauffeur.
No. I don't trust him.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you know a way to get in, I can make us all invisible for a solid minute, regardless of what actions we take. But I don't know exactly what we would need to do to get in, so that might be good for sneaking if there's a way to like.
Yeah. I guess it depends. We're going to have to like scout it out from a distance, because if the gates are just open generally, then we can just invis and walk in. But if they're closed,
Yeah.
then we'll have to wait for like a cart to come along and be allowed in, and then
If they're closed, then I can just polymorph you guys into little chickens and put you in my bag, and then cast fly on myself, and then cast invisibility on myself, and then fly in and hide somewhere
just
and
be
let
a
the chickens
superhero.
out of the bag.
Can I stay as
Also-
the chicken?
I'm giving away my plan now. Tom's gonna be able to plot against this.
I missed the first couple of things that you said because I was looking at the chat, and then
Oh.
some people were chickens in the bag.
I'm like, hello?
And if it's a bag of holding, then people going into the bag of holding is classically a
Because-
very bad idea.
No. Just in like, I don't have a bag of holding. Just in like a pouch. No,
Oh, I
okay,
see.
so I can only cast fly on one person because that I have from the ukulele.
Uh-huh.
And so I could make us all invisible, but I cannot carry 2 people. So if I just turn them into something small and light, I can just carry them and fly and invisible.
Do you
and
have polymorph?
Yes,
You just got polymorph.
just not used it. It hasn't been beneficial up until potentially this moment. So I do have polymorph.
How strong are you?
I'm not super strong, but if I turn them into chickens or like chicks, they would be very light.
Oh, but is polymorph concentration?
But I can cast it at higher levels and hit more than one person.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hyacinth is slightly OP.
These are all normal as this is like from
This
the
is what
book.
it's like being a bard. I can do everything.
This is what it's like being a clever bard. Actually, I'm not certain that polymorph can. I'm pretty sure you can target more than one person at high levels, but maybe not. So it might be more effective to just cast those things on Susan. Let her carry everyone because she's strong.
Oh no, you have to be smart.
I could turn. Well,
Thing
okay,
is with
Susan. Yeah, he's gonna answer the
polymorph.
question. Do it.
Polymorph is classically, apparently you use the word classically a lot recently. It makes the person take all of the ability points of the thing that you turn them into.
Including their intelligence.
Yes. Where is my player's handbook? There it is.
Okay, just kidding. I was thinking of true polymorph, which allows me to do more than one person, I think. So I could only change one person. But we'll figure something out.
You could swoop someone in, leave the other person outside, swoop back out.
Yeah, because fly lasts for an hour. So invisibility, invisibility, whoosh, come back. Invisibility, invisibility, whoosh. Or polymorph, invisibility, invisibility, fly. And this is me pointing at Dane and pointing at Susan. But you guys can't tell that because, yeah. So anyway, let's go to the tower first.
But if you turn someone into for example, a pigeon, thinking that they could fly over the wall, they might, but they will have the intelligence of a pigeon.
So they might just fly away.
But
Yeah,
it might be you just turn them into a homing pigeon. And like
I was thinking like a baby chick, so you couldn't actually do anything.
Homing pigeons need to be trained. They aren't just like innately able to do whatever the fuck you tell them to do.
It's a polymorph. No, you train it. You polymorph them into a homing pigeon whose home is in Luscar. And just let them
Polymorph them into
free.
a homing pigeon, spend an hour training them, and do that for several years until when they turn them into a chicken. Not a chicken, what the fuck? Okay. When we were playing last week, and Ruth was sat here watching, at the end of it, she was like, "So what happened in that game? Like, did you make any progress?" And I was like, "No, not really."
Hey, we had conversations that needed to happen. We made sure that.
My response was also, "Who cares? Like, as long as you guys are having fun, it doesn't
Yeah.
bother me."
Also, Hyacinth got to feel really badass, so that was fun. I had a fun moment.
There always seems to be a hawk around when characters turn into pigeons.
What's the image in it?
Yeah,
Well,
but then
no,
they just turn back
you would
into
just
a
turn-
person,
Yeah.
and then you punch them off in the face.
And then I
Fucking
save you with Featherfall. Because I'm prepared for every.
Couldn't let me kill a character with
No.
hawk on pigeon action.
Stop writing your fix again. So let's go to the tower.
Also, we sent like a whole army back to liberate Luscar, so it might not even be a problem anymore.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Oh,
Or there might just be another siege for us to deal with.
Woo!
but a siege we're on the side of.
Yes.
We can help with the siege.
Also, you did kill the majority of that army.
Woo!
Did we?
Yes.
Yeah, we killed the vast majority.
But then we had a problem with just a few undead. Like, this doesn't make any sense. Like, that's
dead.
that's like a whole trade army.
Let's go to the tower. We'll figure out what's going on.
And then we fought like a few.
Okay, so undead are not humanoids. They're not just dudes. Trained army might be a little bit of an exaggeration, and also you were aided. You were also aided by the forces of Providence who rode out to help fight them, and you had Susan, massive,
Yeah, it was a giant.
Oh yeah, I did hear about that.
pen eye in the back,
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
and then Zenyai turned everybody into like fucking asteroids. So
Yeah.
there were many factors.
Fight. What you're saying is we're now strictly worse.
You now don't have Zanyai, so you've literally like all you've done is this party is downgraded. Unless you've got reverse gravity, there's nothing you can do.
I have force cage.
I keep meaning to change my spells or to like look up new ones because I haven't changed them since the very beginning of the like game ever. Just
And
new
paladins
ones.
can prepare new spells every day.
Just never looked. Just always been like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what's good. I asked you about it the other day, Tom, if I could do it, and you were like, "Yeah, we'll talk about it later." And then we never talked about it, and I just forgot about
really?
it. And I was like, "Well,
Shit.
Yeah, you can prepare new spells from your entire spell list of levels that you can cast every single morning.
Uh-huh.
So if something would be particularly useful that day, you can just decide to have it. And that's what balances bards. That and lack of proficiency in wisdom saves. I just get my same 18 spells. That's all I get. 18 spells. He's just laughing.
Only 18 spells.
Yeah, because they have access to like hundreds. I only have 18. That's it.
She's a paladin. She doesn't have that many.
They have access to lots of spells. Not as many spell slots as I have. I don't have 18 spell slots.
Sort it out later, Jenny. We'll sort it out later. We'll
Sort it
forget.
I only have
We
17
won't.
spell slots.
We'll forget.
We'll forget
definitely
again.
forget. Someone remind us.
I'll write it down.
Okay. I can feel my face when I'm with you. But I like it. When I
I'm
do my
waiting
Just Dance
for.
streams, you can't hear me, but I'm also naming all of the moves as I go along. And it'll be like there's one of them that's like bow and arrow. And I'm like, when I do that song, it's hat, hat, hat. But we were playing in when Ruth was here, and she was just like pissing herself laughing at just me being like, okay, now I know I'm doing this move, and I was just like, cross, up. And yet I still did worse than her every single time. Okay, anyway, I'll delete.
It's because you moved your camera. It's not your fault.
No, I just just bad. I'm just a 4-star dancer. Okay, I can deal with that. You know, I can be 4-star. 4-star's good.
4 out of how
It's
many?
not great. 5.
That's really good.
Right?
Was
Thanks.
it 80%?
But it's
Yeah.
not 5 stars though, is it?
Also, technically, there's a superstar, so I don't know if that's 6 stars.
Oh.
No, that's like when people say 110%. It doesn't actually count. It just makes people feel better.
Okay.
So still only out of 5.
Thank you, Katie. Thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
So-
And I already have an inspiration point, so I'm not even sucking up. That's just from my heart.
Oh, okay. Brilliant. So,
So tower?
is that what you want to do?
I think that's what we want to do. Are we in agreement, team?
Agree.
Yeah.
Hands in.
Yeah.
Hands in.
Ring. Heart.
Go team.
Okay. Right. So, on the road again?
I can't wait to get on the road again.
Road again.
Is that the plan? Are we leaving Providence now?
We're gonna check on the kids,
Yes.
and then we're gonna go to the tower. Assuming
Okay.
we've already said our goodbyes to the council, they know what's going on. They're all prepared. They don't need anything else from us. We're on our way out.
Correct.
Our way out.
They are doing their best to undertake defenses of Providence once again. What a world to live in, constantly besieged by the forces of evil.
Yeah, gosh, I can't imagine what that's like at all.
Imagine having some kind of evil potentate.
Yeah,
Potentate?
a vampiric one.
Potentate? Apparently, there's a march on London on October 22nd or something for a Brexit repoll.
Huh.
Can't remember the technical term for that.
Referendum.
Referendum.
Is that the word you're
That's the
looking
one.
for
That's the
there?
one.
There?
No.
Sorry, roots coming through.
No. Yeah. Apparently, there's a march on well, in London, and I was like, oh, I kind of want to go to that because I think Brexit's a lot of shit. But I realised I'm in Plymouth, and I currently don't have an in-date, rail pass.
Oh,
Do you have
shit.
one, Jenny?
Yeah, my Sunday. Yeah.
So mine went out of date on the 3rd of October. So it's £120 to go down to Plymouth.
You can get another rail card.
Yeah, I know. I can because there's a
There's a
this
student
is
one.
this is the 16 to 25 one.
Yeah.
I'm not 25 anymore.
They
Oh, it's too
do
old.
26 to 31 now. I don't know whether it's the same, but
They do, but they only had like 10,000 copies, and they've sold them all because it's like a beta test. So they don't work anymore, unless you're a mature student.
Or just a student in your case.
I'm a
Oh.
mature student. I'm a mature student. Mature
Yeah,
student
but
is
you're not
someone who starts
mature
their
student.
studies.
Mature student.
It's someone who starts their studies after the age of 21.
Ah.
I started my PhD after the age of 21. Yeah, fuck.
Yeah.
But you have to get the application stamped by your office, and they'll only stamp it after one of your supervisors, your tutor, or your head of school has signed it. So I went to city centre today, city centre campus, to talk to them and be like, "Can you stamp this?" And they were like, "No." Someone from your faculty has to stamp it. It's like, okay. So I had to go an Uber to the other side of town to go to the south campus, which is fucking ages away. And they were like, "Oh yeah, no, we can't stamp this unless you've got a supervisor signature." And my supervisor wasn't there, so I went to find my second supervisor, who also wasn't there. Then I went back to them and I begged them. I was like, "Please, just stamp it, please. I can give you proof that I'm here. I've got 2 lanyards on." And they were like, "No, sorry." So I had to walk all the way back from there. It was a fucking trek. And if I don't get this done by the time I want to go back to Plymouth, which is like a week and a half away, then I have to spend £120 on a ticket. Or get a £20 coach, but wait on a coach for 6 hours. I would rather die.
I mean, maybe we'll talk about it later, and maybe I might want to drive down.
Jenny.
You have to give me some petrol money though.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
£120 of petrol money.
Petrol.
My new
Petrol.
I just had to rant about that, okay? I'm sorry. I've had a day.
It's okay.
All right.
Everyone's
It
had a
sounds
day.
like you've had a rough day.
And especially rough. It's
But
just-
it's cute that you guys call it petrol. I like that.
That's
just
what
sounds
it
fun.
is.
They're going. Kara just commented too. Petrol.
Anyway.
It's gas.
It's gas.
It's gas.
Gas.
Gas money. Gotta give
Got
people
some
gas money.
GA Z.
Okay, yeah.
Gas.
Well, now that we've been playing for an hour, can we have a quick bio break before we go and check on the kids? Because I know we haven't
Sure.
done anything, but
Oh, sure. Gives me time to prep what's coming up.
you can almost see my eyebrows now.
Whoa!
New
Check out
crown.
those eyebrows.
Okay.
They're on fleek. Damn, girl, you've got some great eyebrows.
Thank you.
Oh my god.
I don't
I
do
never
anything to
realized
these
before.
eyebrows.
They're incredible. Whoa.
One
done with
inspiration
you.
point again.
What amazing eyebrows.
I can move them independently. Okay, I'm gonna go.
Gas is what comes out of the ass. He's not unright.
Not on right. The way to be.
Not unright.
It's not unright. Okay.
Yeah, might as well go back to. Burb. Also, I've just put the playlist on. We should sync up.
Okay. I can feel my face when I'm with you. But I like it. But I like it. Oh, maybe I could play a song. I don't need to go to the toilet for once, which is a change. I could play a song. Like, where's my guitar? How about Anyone play World of Warcraft? Yes. I recently learned Daughter of the Sea. Hello.
Hello.
Are you going to play Daughter of the Sea? Did you know that I was learning Daughter of the Sea? Have I said that? Did I tweet that or something?
Mm.
I don't think I tweeted that. How did you know? Is that the only World of Warcraft song there is? Oh, I put it on YouTube. I did put it on YouTube. Yeah, but I didn't like tweet it out or anything. I didn't know, but it's awesome.
Oh,
I was
Goldfinch
like-
didn't know.
Well, because everyone went AFK, so I thought I might play a sing song.
Oh.
I need to remember how the intro goes. Do 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 do.
Question: if anyone knows anything about Twitch stuff, is there a way to add another currency that I control? Right? Would I have to have another bot? Because I was thinking I could have another currency for inspiration points for people.
Ooh.
And then we wouldn't have to worry about remembering. Everyone would just know if they had one or whatever.
Ooh, I like that. And then you could do exclamation mark inspiration point Dane.
Hell yeah. Could probably add as a script, depending on the bot. I'll note it down.
I would do the sing song, but I can't remember it well enough. Wait.
No, it's Streamlabs. The chatbot is the one that I'm using at the moment, so it's just the currency within that we currently have. Should really do something with that. The currency used to be called Butts or Dubs. Maybe both at one point. I don't remember. I don't know if it has a name right now. It's just points at the moment.
Hey, it's me.
At you.
It's me.
That damn command.
There's so many.
I wonder why.
They're not. No, most of them are me. I'll take responsibility for some of them.
Oh, fart is that was Charlie, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And then he did something, and then you changed the GIF.
Don't remember.
Oh, this one.
Oh no, he kept putting that in like it was a command. And then one day I made it a command and just put the stop thing over it.
Oh.
I think that's what it was.
I can't spell.
What is that?
Yeah.
I thought it was a counter for every time I compliment somebody.
Nope.
Khalid_success, isn't it? Or is
Yep.
it success? Khalid?
Nope. You need an underscore in there. Last time, luck time.
Get a pedicure and a manicure once a week. That's a lot.
Wait, who does that?
To the same person?
Oh god. High time!
Good time.
Also, let's not forget this.
Definitely looks like knife art whenever I read that. It
Yes.
doesn't look like
Right.
Yeah, it's on purpose, not.
No! Shut up!
High
We're good time.
Let's go with
So many good commands.
Mhm.
Okay, well, I remember how to play the song, but now it's too late to do it. So maybe next
And
time, I think.
what are we sorting the playlist by?
Wait, we okay.
Yeah, we didn't have it going, so we should get it going. We should do it by artist downwards. Whoa, what the fuck was that? Oh, it's a can. I had the cameras covered by Spotify, and I was just like, "What is happening?" So artist downwards. So Skyrim Dragonborn theme is at the top.
Ooh,
Got it.
yes. I can play that on the ukulele.
Everybody ready?
I'm ready.
Yes.
3, 2, 1. Click, click.
No shuffle.
No, chef.
Oh,
No shuffle.
Matthew, you said that. Okay. An album year descending. Oh man, we need. There needs to be like a command that we can put in chat where it randomizes. Don't do it, dogs. The second you come up with an idea, dogs is like, I'm already there.
well, if you say they should, as soon as you say there should be a command that, like, my ears are gonna perk up.
Immersion. Wait, let's all listen to this and just enjoy it. Anyway, let's continue with not the video game, the other one. What's that?
Oh, it's not gonna focus. Never mind. It was a nice message on a piece of chocolate, but moments passed.
You could share it with us anyway.
Yeah, but it was easier if you read it because I'm eating chocolate.
Oh, I apologize.
You're never too old and it's never too late.
Oh, that's nice. That's good because I feel old. Anyway,
Shut up.
You and me both.
so
I'm not sure how accurate it is.
off you go to find the children.
Oh,
You knew that they were kept somewhere. You knew that they were kept somewhere in some buildings that were being renovated so that they could hold all of those who are homeless. It doesn't take you very long to find it, mostly because of the smell. But you do stumble across what looks like a somewhat half-constructed building next to a almost completely renovated warehouse. As you approach, some city guards are there, and they kind of hold you back as you come towards them, and they say, "Oh, that is you can't come through here. Sorry, it's built into construction."
Where are the refugees being housed currently?
Well, it's not open yet, is it?
I'm sorry, that didn't make any sense. What's not over?
Oh no, it's not open yet. Refugee place ain't open yet. We're building it still.
Where are the refugees gone? Oh.
Well, they're everywhere, mate. Just look around.
didn't we get the person to specifically tell us where they were?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He said directly that they were in one of these two buildings. They're right next to each other.
Okay, so let's go to the mostly renovated one.
That's the one you're currently outside of.
So there's no one in this building other than people working on the building.
Well, I don't know everybody in it, but I'm not allowed to let you through in it.
You do realize that you're standing in front of two people who have statues of them erected in this city and telling them that although they saved you from certain doom, they're not allowed to enter this building?
Persuasion check.
Yeah, okay.
They move to the side and you can see the statue.
Oh,
I only rolled a 3.
oh my god!
I have a plus 15 to persuasion.
So when you say yeah, okay to a persuasion check, what you're really saying is like, yeah, okay.
My critical fail is a 16.
Oh my god. Okay. Yeah.
Have you seen our statues?
I mean, it's pretty uncanny. You
Me and
do that
Docs
a
are
lot,
both
like-
posing in the way that. Just-
I mean, you do look a lot like statues. It's pretty uncanny.
Also, do you see this crown? Because I'm a king, bitch.
Do I get to roll with advantage because of that?
Intimidation check, Docs.
Sounds good.
It's okay, well.
I'm gonna laugh. He rolls like a 24 somehow.
Yeah, I've got lots of intimidation.
Well, it looks like it's made out of like some kind of shit metal, mate. You should probably get that redone, innit?
You offended me and my people.
Well, it's alright. To build, innit? But I think maybe. What are you looking for? Why do you want to go in there then?
We rescued some refugees and spoke directly with the Duke who had his people house them. And we were told they would be here and we would like to check on them.
Oh, right. 2 little kids.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, right. Well, we've got like a staging area where we kind of tucked him away, let him have some places to sleep, like, but no one else is allowed in yet, so it's just them two.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah,
So
well,
we're gonna go see them now.
I mean, are you?
Yes.
We're on another persuasion check. Kind of
Okay.
pointless, really, isn't it?
Right, crit fail. Oh,
Okay. So, all right. I guess
35.
35.
you want my uniform as well. You want my weapon. Jesus fucking Christ, right? 35. Holy shit.
As we walk by, I cast Prestidigitation quietly just so that my hair blows breeze. Like the bad bitch walk.
Okay, well, you have absolutely no problem persuading him to stand on the side and let you in. But he shuffles back into place to make sure that no one else follows you. Although he does kind of follow you as you walk away, just with his eyes.
Yeah, she's used to
Persuaded
that.
With that billowy hair. Wonderful. And those eyebrows. So you step past him and you make your way towards the mostly renovated building. You can see there's still some scaffold on the outside, which you guys have got a bit of a history with scaffold. However, you can find your way quite easily inside the building, and you find that it's filled with beds. It's a shelter, essentially. There are absolutely loads of kind of poorly made, propped up, fold-out bed sort of things. And it is empty. It's very, very quiet, apart from the echoing of a little bit of a hammer on the outside that's putting some plates on the roof or something. And the giggling of 2 children who are running around and playing tag.
Are they the children we're expecting?
They are the children you're expecting. If you walk into the room, you can see that Ulruth and Bernie are playing tag. And they are running around the hall, which is, like I said, completely devoid of people. Just those two, sprinting up and down, just having races and stuff. They're enjoying it.
Oh.
Right,
When
well,
they see you enter and they say, "Race me, race me, race me!" Bernie jumps up and down and he kind of grabs Hyacinth's hand and he pulls her, "Race me, run, run, run!"
I just start running. Sure.
It's like,
Okay.
"Not fair, you didn't wait!"
You've got to give me the rules first.
Well, it's a race, duh! Go wait!
I get in ready position next to him.
Right. And he gets down on. He tries to copy your position, but he clearly has no idea what he's doing, so he just kind of looks stupid. And old Ruth goes, "Okay, Bernie, you've got to go easy on her." And she goes, okay. She brings out, she's got like a little handkerchief that is like absolutely disgusting. Like it's got like, there are one or two like little blood stains, but mostly it's just like snot.
I'm gonna prestidigitation that clean really quick.
And she goes, whoa! How'd you do that?
Magic.
I got a magic cloth. And she sniffs it, it's like, oh, it smells like when Mum had it. And she holds it out. And she holds it out in front of you guys. And she says, "Okay, when I drop the cloth, you're gonna run. 3, 2, 1." And she drops the cloth. How are you playing this race, Hyacinth?
I'm gonna let
Roll
him
for
win,
initiative.
but I'm gonna yeah, I'm gonna let him do it. I'm gonna let him win, but I want to make it feel good about it. Like he'll get ahead, and then I'll get a little bit ahead, and then he'll win, like barely. Like oh yeah,
Okay.
hard won, kind of thing.
Okie dokie. Well, God damn it, Tom. Well, I would love to make you roll for this, but it's kind of unfair for you. I mean, I can't see an outcome where you don't lose to an 8-year-old. So a 5-year-old, even he's 5, and she's like 8 or 9. And you easily let him kind of take the lead. Just the last second, he steals victory from you.
Mm-hmm.
Steals victory from you. And he goes, "Yeah, I'm really fast. You're really slow. Ha 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 ha."
You're right. I'll just have to try harder and get better.
Do you want to go again?
Not right this second.
Ha,
You have to
well,
rest.
I'm going to be really good forever. You're not going to beat me anytime.
That may be true. We'll have to try it again next time I see you.
Well, I'm going to grow up and be an adventurer like you.
Oh,
Do you
you
want to
can
practice fighting?
We'll do that next time too.
Okay. Ulruth kind of picks up her handkerchief and she stands next to Susan, and she's quite tall for her age. She's probably about 5 foot. And you can tell that because of her race, she will end up being very tall. She'll probably at least match Susan by the time that she's fully grown. And she kind of looks up at Susan and she says, "You're strong, aren't you?"
I mean, I'd like to think I'm pretty strong, yeah.
And you look after these guys.
I mean, we all look after each other in our own ways.
Can you teach me to be strong?
Sure,
I have to look after Bernie.
you're being very strong.
But how do I do it like you do it?
I think you're doing just fine.
But what if I need to fight? Can you teach me to fight?
This is when we like pan to a montage scene.
And she runs over to one of the makeshift beds. They've got some of their stuff that's kind of been scattered around it. Like she was wearing a jumper before, but it's on the top of the bed, and the duvet has been kind of scruffled up a little bit. You can see that they've probably napped there or slept there already. And she pulls something out from underneath the sheet, and it's a wooden sword. He holds it up to you, and she's got another one that's a bit smaller. It looks like it's blunted additionally at the top that maybe Bernie's been using. And she gives it to Susan. She says, "Practice. Help me be good."
Sure.
You're gonna
We don't have a world to say.
Are you gonna spend some time practicing with her?
Yeah.
Well, what time is it? Because we might as well
Dad,
stay.
shut up.
I was going to say you might as well stay and like leave in the morning if it's not morning,
Yeah.
because it's like late afternoon or something, surely.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's late afternoon now. Yeah. So do you wanna stay in the shelter?
Well,
Well.
in a matter of speaking.
Yeah, in a mention.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. So you're gonna spend the night with these kids?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Not like that.
What? No, ew. That was a lie.
Over the line, dogs. You want to take that back?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so you're spending the night with the kids. Susan, how long are you going to spend? I mean, how serious are you going to take this training? I mean, she's she's like 8, but she's mature beyond her years.
Yeah, I want to teach her, but like also like good morals and stuff as well. Like, don't go killing everything in sight, but etc. etc. etc.
Okay.
Sometimes true courage is learning when to stay your hand.
And that.
Good one.
I'll steal that one.
Does
Same
Hyacinth chime in with that?
Only because Susan's already talking about it.
Okay. So, I mean, you guys can see exactly what's happening. I mean, the night starts to get a little bit later, and you can see that the kids are a bit, they're getting tired. And you kind of sat around, and there are some candles that you've decided to light just to keep the light a little bit longer. So you spend some time sparring with Ulruth, and you kind of give her the basics of fighting with swords. You are very much a master of combat with pretty much any weapon that you get a hand of. So you can give her some tips on basics like how to parry, any situations where, basically you just say very, very basic stuff. Very, very, very basic stuff. But you make it more clear to her that, fighting isn't necessarily about killing people. You also give her some of the kind of background, which is just, it's about not necessarily just defending yourself, but defending other people. But you should always make sure that, you're responsible with your actions and you don't just throw your sword around willy-nilly.
Mm.
And she seems to take it very much in heart, and she really appreciates you spending the time with her. In the meantime, who's looking after Bernie?
Do I get any sort of magical sense from him?
No.
Like he would have the innate ability? No? Okay. I'm hanging out with him.
Okay. I mean, when it comes to magic, unless you're a sorcerer, it doesn't necessarily need to be an innate ability.
Or a bard.
I mean, no, because even bards you can learn. It's about
Practice, yes.
learning and practice and how to understand the fundamentals of magic and stuff. Unless you're a sorcerer, in which case it's just in your blood and you go achoo and a fireball comes out.
Exactly.
a bit
Which was
awkward, really.
something that I wanted to just double check on to make sure that he didn't panic and set someone's hair on fire or something.
So I mean, you've not seen anything that would suggest to you that he is a sorcerer, but you've only spent a day around him.
I'm gonna teach him how to hide really well.
Yeah. Okay, so you're gonna play hide and seek with him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So give me a stealth check and a wisdom check, just a straight up wisdom roll.
Stealth I've got. Wisdom is good.
Okay. So you successfully teach her the basics or successfully teach him the basics of the kind of the mental games that come with being stealthy. It's not just finding a good place to hide, it's also finding somewhere that people are unlikely to check and knowing when is appropriate to hide. And he is very, very young, but despite that, some of your lessons seem to catch with him. Okay.
Good.
How high is my Declorians?
Yeah, that's kind of what I was getting at. It was like, well, if she's gonna do that, and I don't really want a 5-year-old fight, I want to teach him how to hide, but I also want to make sure he doesn't accidentally
Use the force.
Yeah. Also, I want to give him a deck of cards that I've just been holding on to that I've not played with.
Okay. He seems very, very happy with that gift. Is there anything that King Dane would like to contribute to this learning circle that isn't in the chat?
I asked if we could adopt them.
Oh, really?
You're your own adult.
You're an
You could adopt them.
Like any good fake aunt hanging out with the child. Yes, Kara.
You're right, Goldfinch. You're right. The world's a dangerous place, Dane. They gotta learn somehow.
I feel like Dane would be trying to do. Wait, I want to reword that. Dane would be introducing inappropriate things, which would be like appropriate in dwarven contexts. Like he would be trying to introduce them to like alcohol and being like, "Have this beer," and then the other two are like, "No, don't do that," because in like dwarven culture, that's completely normal. Like,
For sure.
Because
Okay.
these two can see over the bar. And
this is how you start using a forge. Like you get it really, really hot, and then you get really close to it.
Do you start teaching Bernie about proper beard care?
Yeah, definitely. It's very important. You're going to need this information one day.
It's an important topic to cover.
Yeah. Don't go buying no fake beards. That's number one rule.
What if you can't grow a beard? Then what?
That's okay because he's a human and humans aren't really hairy.
Okay. So if he can't grow a beard, then he still shouldn't. He shouldn't buy a fake beard.
No.
Okay.
unless he wants to.
Even if you want to, don't do it.
It's like fake, like bad wigs. Just don't. Just accept your fate.
Yeah.
Just go bold. Okay. So you settle down for the evening. The
Wait.
kids kind of tuck themselves into. Oh, sorry. Is there anything else you want to do?
What are their like clothing like? Are they like all messed up or anything?
They are in some quite tatty rags. Yeah.
I have 2 sets of common clothes. Could
Do
I
you?
give them to them and we could try and make it appropriate to fit them? Yeah.
Okay. So the solid advice. Which bit? The not buying beard extensions. So one pair of those will easily fit all roof, but making anything else fit Bernie would be a task, unless you've got anything or anyone else in the party has anything that might suggest that they could.
Like mending. I rip the clothes up smaller and then mend them into smaller clothes.
All right.
Seems legit.
I was gonna
Okay.
say I have 100 spectral servants. I'm sure one of those bastards knows how to sew, but that's good too.
Is this a baby with a beard? Yes, it is.
Oh no! Oh no! Do
Okay.
not. Do not.
Right. What check shall we make you do to see if you successfully turn them into normal clothes?
I mean, mending is a cantrip, so I could just keep trying.
True, but what if you mend it into something that doesn't make sense?
Then I do it again.
But I mean, you.
I would say dexterity.
Trying for
maybe?
1,000 years doesn't.
Intelligence.
Don't say dexterity.
Intelligence.
Intelligence. Yeah, intelligence. Give us an
No,
intelligence. roll.
wisdom or charisma.
Wisdom is the practical application of knowledge. So having the knowledge of how to do it is
But
good.
He doesn't have the knowledge, so applying. He's got no knowledge to apply. It's
Okay,
come up with a solution for his problem, and the problem is he's torn up some clothes.
I'm gonna help. Does that give him advantage?
Yes, it does. Sure.
Okay. Good. Good.
Okay. So you managed to tear up this clothing into something that resembles what might fit him. Essentially, what you've done is just put a bunch of clothes into one big body piece of clothing that kind of like it has holes in the right places, but it looks a bit like he's just.
It's like a
wearing,
duvet,
bin
like a
bag.
pillowcase.
Yeah, like he's
Like
like
a pillowcase
he's
with
got like a
holes in it.
pillowcase. Yeah, he's got like a pillowcase. Top.
Perfect.
Drink, play with fire, take care of your beard. Yep, that's good advice.
I also have a rusty sword and a breastplate that we could give them.
Are we giving the children weapons?
A breastplate.
I also have a magical one, so it would automatically be the right size for them at least.
That's
But it
true.
is made of adamantine, so probably shouldn't go to them.
No, you gave me that
Oh, you
adamantine
have
armor.
it. I even have a note that says that you have it.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of, I need to. How much was I able to sell the breastplate for? I'm just gonna delete it. It's fine.
Just humans, no. So the little boy is a human. The girl is a orc. Oh look, Kara comes in, swoops in with a little
Yeah.
help for the DM.
She pays
Exactly right.
attention.
She does pay attention. She's right on the ball. Okay, so you have an evening. Is there anything else you guys want to spend your time doing with the kids?
Just chilling, having some fun, having some food.
They
Oh,
going
yeah,
to
when-
the shelter, or are they going to
Pancakes
come
is
into
what we're going to
the?
introduce them to.
Pancakes. Oh, I don't want to start
Yeah.
that addiction young. It's a bad choice.
When things start winding down for the evening, I'm going to sit down and cast the mansion and tell them, no, we're going to stay the night here. We've got a little treat for you. Oh, it'll only last for the night. Well, it'll last for a day, but it will eventually disappear. And you can use it even after we leave until the end of that day.
Roboty.
Yeah, everyone's gone roboty.
Everybody do the robot.
Just assume that it was really awesome and like heartfelt.
Oh,
And
should we leave? Oh fuck, I can't leave the call because
Beep
Discord's.
boop, beep boop, beep boop, beep boop, beep boop, beep boop. Everyone else is gone.
Let's restart Discord, shall we? Let's restart Discord. Discord difficulties. What's going on with Discord lately? Fucking up yesterday. Fucked up last Sunday. What gives? You can just do that. Let's go. Beep boop. Beep boop. Connecting. Oh, this is going. This is going. Is it? Is it going? Good thing about Discord is I can't see the bottom of the thing, so it won't let me end the call.
Hello.
Hello?
hey,
Hooray!
I can't see me, but I can see you two.
Yeah, I can't see.
Ditto.
But Katie, I can just see Katie.
I can just see Tom.
Uh,
We all did the thing.
Lucky us.
my overlay just breaks every time it goes into like not full screen, like that half screen bit.
Mm.
Can't
Oh, that's
do
annoying.
Anything. I have to restart real quick.
Okay.
And then it's gonna load me back into the call that I can't get out of. Too many users, not enough servers, sounds it.
Hey, we have a
Hello.
Jenny.
We have Jenny.
Une Jenny. Jenny.
So spooky.
It's so spooky. Oh,
Oh no.
Dark's restarting? Who's there?
I guess.
I think he dropped again.
Ooh.
Trying again.
Doxy.
Nibbit.
Yeah, what?
You
Oh, we
back?
can hear him at least.
Well, I
Now
was trying
space.
to restart it because I don't have videos. Well, I don't have me.
It says you're
The most
Did you
loading.
close it? Did you close
Yeah.
it from taskbar?
Yeah.
Weird. I mean,
Try
we can-
running it
we
as
can
an
just-
administrator.
No.
No? That solved a problem I had in my game that I played the other day. Hey!
Hey!
I unplugged it and plugged it back in.
Text
Solution
Solution.
number one
Yeah.
for all IT problems. The second step is to check the cords.
Yeah, isn't it?
Okay. Anyway, so you treat them to a night in the mansion. Yeah.
And the bed that in their room is like extra springy, so they can jump on it.
And the room is soundproofed, right? Not near mine.
I make sure their room is right on top of Dane's room.
Mm.
So is for those who are staying in your domain, do they get whatever they want whenever they please, or do they have to go through you?
The servants tell me Kara brought me chocolate. The servants do my bidding, so if I tell them to do something, like to listen to someone, they can, as far as I understand it.
Okay.
I have to give the permission first.
So, for example, if it was 2 a.m. and these kids wanted some wang cakes,
Yeah. No alcohol for the children, no matter how many
It's
times
alright.
they ask.
Gotta introduce me young.
No candy after 11 p.m. And other than that,
okay.
ask me if something seems weird.
Okay. Right. So, let me ask, what is everybody's bedtime ritual here? Specifically for your characters, I don't care what you do.
Damn it! I had a whole thing ready.
It's very the same. No. So she'd wash her face, get all the makeup off. She rolls her hair up in curlers and has like one of those like headscarf things to keep it from getting too frizzy. And she has a really elegant dressing gown that she wears.
Okie doke. Susan. What does Susan do?
Mine was just she prays before she goes to bed.
Okay. So she prays specifically to Ilmater. Is there anything that comes to mind that she... Are there any, like, specific things that she says every single day?
Maybe she like wish well on her family and be hopeful for tomorrow or whatever, stuff like that. They'd be safe tomorrow, things like that.
Yeah, brilliant. Okay, cool. How about Dane?
So Dana's like all the armor off, PJs on. Gotta get them PJs on. Or dwarven PJs.
What do your dwarven PJs look like?
They're definitely blue and stripy, like white stripes, vertical, obviously.
For sure.
Yeah.
Flannel.
We got like proper little cord for the waist.
Oh,
Did
big.
you say
Long sleeve.
vertical, obviously?
Yeah.
Obviously.
to,
You
make
don't
him
want,
look,
you don't want horizontal stripes.
to make him look taller.
Yeah. unless round.
Okay. Okay.
Uh, And then he probably also prays, but his prayer, like the bit that's always the same, is something like, it's like, thank you for the day that's just been, and praying for the rise of the sun the next day.
Brilliant. Okay, fantastic. So, when it comes to minding the kids, is somebody on that in particular, or are you just going to throw them in the room?
Yeah.
I have 100 spectral servants to make sure they don't get hurt.
Okay.
I'd want to make sure too.
Yeah.
Okay, you can do that.
I don't know. Susan's pretty motherly, so she's just like, children must protect.
Okay. No worries. So you're going to go and just tuck them in and that kind of thing?
Yeah. Like the horses, but children.
Do smooch and then not do smooch. Okay, no worries. So when you go in to check on them just before you kind of tuck them in to go to bed, you hear a patter of feet before you enter the room, and then when you enter it, you see that you catch an ankle of someone jumping into bed and pretending they're asleep. And you go inside and you kind of like the candles just dimly flickering they have in their room. And you can tell that they're definitely both awake and they're just faking it, and they're just like they've been up playing or something. In the corner, you can see that there is a tray of dumplings that have just been demolished, like absolutely demolished. Like there are bits everywhere, and it looks like there are maybe 2 or 3 trays worth of these dumplings that have been like summoned and just put there. And you can see that there are like several glasses of milk that have just like been drank and then kind of like poured everywhere. And there were some cakes that have been tucked away in a corner. It looks like they really went ham on those cakes, because there's just like they're in these kind of wooden containers, wooden circular containers, and loads of them have been summoned, if that's the case. And they got halfway through the last one and just realized they couldn't take it anymore.
Been there.
I love it.
They couldn't hack it. But apart from that, you can tell that they're kind of, they're definitely doing a good job of pretending to be asleep. And you kind of go over there, and is there anything you want to say in particular?
No, if I think they're sleeping, I wouldn't probably say anything. Or if I'm,
so-
I know that they're pretending to sleep, but
For sure. Yeah, no, you definitely know they're pretending, yeah. Okay, so you want to give him a little smooch on the forehead and leave him to it?
Yeah.
Okay. So as you give Ulruth a kiss on the forehead, and she kind of completely stays stationary. She doesn't respond in any sort of way. And then you go over to Bern, you give him a little smooch on the forehead, and you go lean over to give him a kiss, and you find out that you see that his head isn't on the pillow. He's brought the sheet over his head, and he's trying to hide like that. And as you go over to, you kind of look for his head, and he goes. And he's just like, good night. And you can see that his teddy bear is like tucked in right next to him. And then he throws his sheet over his head again, and he kind of just you can see, for a split second whilst you saw his face, you could see there was cake all over his cheeks. But then he hides himself away. You leave him to it. Okay. In the morning, you are all refreshed. Your spells are back. Your health points are back. Everything is back.
Sexy back.
Sexy, especially
Sexy's
back.
Back
No,
again.
actually, Sexy is on mute for today because you've got company. But in the morning, you make your way down to your
Town.
teaching area. Teaching area? Eating area.
This is why we do.
Think before it comes out, Tom, honestly. Go down to your eating area. The dining room. And there's no sign of the kids. Because they haven't
Oh
come
no.
down.
Let's go find them.
They're just eating breakfast.
Okay. Dane's not invested in these kids
like-
at all.
Oh, damn it,
I
Dan.
froze for
They
a
need to
second.
look after
What was it
themselves.
that you said?
Okay. So Susan goes off to find him?
Mhm.
Okay, so you
Wait, hold on. Can you hear me?
Yeah?
Okay, I froze for a second, so I didn't hear anything that you just said. What happened?
Oh, well, the kids are still in bed. You guys have woken up and you've gone down to the dining room.
Oh, if they're still in bed, yeah, I'm gonna stay here and eat. They're fine.
Okay. Right. Well, Susan's gone off to have a bit of a gander, see if they're okay. And you go in there and they are sleeping soundly, absolutely, 100% zonked out. You can hear snores from before you even open the door.
These are not real children.
Well, you imagine this might be the first night they've slept in a bed for a long time, especially since they were here during the siege. So chances are they were also in the area whilst there were catapults being fired at the city. So they are absolutely zonked out. Roll me a insight check.
22.
Oh. So it dawns on you that children who have not had a place to live, or sleep properly, or adult supervision, or someone that's been living through a city through a siege, them sleeping. This. Can you hear that in the background?
Yeah.
I apologize. Is that better?
Hey, backpack boy.
Backpack boy. Them sleeping so soundly through the night and them still being asleep in the morning is a very genuine sign of trust that they feel safe where they are.
Oh, no.
Shut through the house.
Okay, I go back down to the dining room.
Okay. D&D can make you feel things, kids. So
Come here for feels.
So you're back at the table. You scoff your wine cakes. Is there any words that you want to exchange with
Just
each other?
like, Dane, they were snoring. They trust us.
Okay,
Why can't we keep them? Can we keep them?
where are you gonna keep them?
No, we'll figure it out. We could take them back to Geese. They could be safe in Geese.
The geese that just got assaulted by a massive horde of
It's
undead.
better than this random room that they're in. Right? Right? I get closer.
They have a whole city to protect them here.
See, Hyacinth knows sense.
I don't know which place would be better.
This is like when Mum said I couldn't have a puppy.
Fine. I turn around and I eat the whole pancake.
Angry pancakes. Angry pancakes.
Yes. Soon moves to Providence permanently. Yeah, it's the right thing to
You
do.
can see them whenever we come through.
They're at the top of the thing. We never come over here. Go to the middle.
They're at the top
been
of
over
the
here
map.
Top of the
three
map is what I
times.
wanted to say, and then I realised that's not what Susan would say. It's too late.
I just don't know if I don't know which place would be safer. This seems safer because it seems like there's so much more around them.
Okay, but promise we can visit.
Yeah.
Of course.
Right,
Okay.
we'll see them every time we come through.
Okay. I guess.
It's been some great role playing today. Very happy with it. Very, very happy with it. Okay. So an hour passes before the kids return from whence they came. They come downstairs.
What?
And Ulruth is holding Bernie's hand as they're walking through the halls, and they
That's the police chasing that other car that went past.
For real though. Oh my gosh.
living in a city for you. Although apparently Birmingham has been is the safest city to live in.
Probably.
Right, because the police are so on the ball. They're doing their job so
Yeah,
well.
right. Also, I think we're like one of the top 3 coolest cities in the UK,
Oh, bees!
Ooh.
and we beat Bristol apparently, which I find hard to believe because that's filled with hipsters. You know, that's got to be cool, right? It's got to be a cool city. Anyway, anyway, I don't know who's making these like.
Yeah.
Who rates
How do you
these?
rate something as
Like-
cool anyway?
Right? What is the
We're just
criteria?
Asking people on the street. What
Yeah,
are the
exactly. Is
what
it
are
just
your
like an
top 3
online
coolest
poll?
cities?
Is it just like an online poll and Birmingham City Council like got the most bots to vote for them? Anyway,
Goldfinch.
bizarre.
Can't leave the girl money for martial art training.
I
Formal martial training, sorry.
got bullied by chavs when I was in Birmingham. Hey, it's not okay to call me and Jenny chavs. We were very gracious hosts. Anyway, in the morning they come down, and for the first time you see a smile on Ulruth's face, and you can see her orcish teeth kind of pop out, and it's very cute. They sit down at the table with you and say, "Good morning."
Good morning, how'd you sleep?
It's so comfortable in beds. Oh my goodness, they're incredibly comfortable. Bernie goes, I zonked. I don't remember going to bed, but I woke up with cake on my face and it still tastes good. You can see that he's like still like picking bits of icing off his face and like putting it in his mouth. Like, oh, cake! I love cake. Mm.
They're gonna get baths before we go.
Prestidigitation. Okay, so you
Docs, you
share...
stop that. Docs, you stop that.
Saying.
A little chav. I was gonna make that joke, but no. A little chav boy with his family tried to bully me whilst I was eating a burger. What do you mean tried to bully you? What did they do to try and bully you?
And if it was a little boy, like a chav is like a. Wait, what is that?
Wait, what do you think a chav is?
I don't think they have chavs in.
I thought it was short for chauvinist. I was apparently incorrect.
No. That is way too polite a term. It doesn't. What? It's not short for anything, is it?
No, it might have been at one point.
Yeah. No. It's just.
This is like the time I asked, "What does barmy even mean?" And we had to go like look up the etymology of the word because
Oh, yeah.
it turns out it had to do with beer. And I'm just like, okay, this is.
I also had to explain what a bell end was the other day because it's an English term.
Did you?
See outside in this chav family.
Yeah, to me, I didn't know what it meant. To me.
started harassing you.
Wait, they came to the restaurant, sat down outside eating their own food, and then was being rude to people. One of the top 3 coolest cities.
What?
I mean, at least that's interesting. I don't know.
I bet their bullying was really interesting, like really cool though. Like,
It was hip bullying.
oh, there you go. A young lower class person typified by brash and loutish behavior. I love that definition. Damn, that is so accurate. I couldn't have said it better if you gave me fucking 10 years to write a definition.
Well, I mean, it probably had 1,000 people edit it because it came from Wikipedia.
Don't remember what they said. Oh. Well, they probably had a chavish voice, but they were actually saying something really cool and complimentary.
Maybe that's what it was the whole time.
Oh, mate! I like it! Hey! Sounds bad in a chav voice, doesn't it? But really, it's very nice. Anyway!
You fucking what?
If you like Google image chav, you'll see.
Fucking what, pal?
Yeah, Google image chav.
Although lots of it is the Little Britain
I mean,
character.
that's not that far away, is it?
No.
Images. Oh my god. Yeah, these are definitely chavs. Okay, anyway, we'll play. Wait. Devo
Devo.
on YouTube. Oh yeah.
Oh
okay.
wait, not Devo.
Yeah, you'll see. Anyway, we're playing D&D today.
It's D&D.
It's D&D.
D&D Beyond.
So they join you for breakfast. They stuff their faces with whatever they can find, pastries galore. And as your breakfast comes to a close, you eject them back into the real world.
They are allowed to use that for up to 24 hours, as I said to
So
them
that
when
we
everyone
have time
went
to
robot-y.
leave and not see their hearts get broken.
Yep.
Is it a concentration spell or is it just a
That just happens.
cast and forget? Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what's the plan, guys? Are you going to leave them with the mansion and just...
I'm going to explain very carefully that they have until tomorrow night, and then tomorrow night it's going to disappear along with everything that came from inside. So eat as many cakes as you can before you leave, but don't make yourself sick.
be very sick?
But don't make yourself sick, and that they have to be outside or it'll spit them out on the ground.
They might wait to see.
They probably will. Yep.
Have the fun to be kicked out.
Hey, Jack.
Hey,
Is
Jet.
that how that's not a hello?
Yee.
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 That's not a hello.
Yee.
It's usually followed up by ha. Yeehaw.
Oh, I see. Jack's American. Okay.
Only
Well,
half
I'm off.
American.
Only half of it. America doesn't allow that. You're all or nothing.
Oh man. Okay.
Tower.
So,
I have 2 sticks of rock. Remember when I brought a bunch of
Oh
stuff from
my
the
God, yes,
taverns
you
that I was
do.
holding? I have 2 sticks of rock. I'm gonna give
Uh-huh.
one to each of them and be like, save these. They're gonna take a very long time to eat. Don't eat them all at once. They save a very long time. Look after them, okay? They're a treat.
What are sticks of rock?
Oh.
Oh, they're just like,
So
shit. How do you
cultured.
describe?
it's like
Is it
hard.
rock candy? Hard
Yeah.
sugar?
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
But in like
hard
but in a long stick.
Yeah, in like a tube.
Gotcha.
form.
Okay.
Yeah, like
We're good.
And normally it's got something like printed down the middle like a word. Like inside of it.
the Daerd Isle. It's all like
Yes.
brown and not very nice.
Yeah, it's probably like the name of the pier that you bought it from.
It's all brown and not very nice.
It's all dying inside.
Little run.
On the outside it looks okay, but it's just rot all the way through the center.
There's this weird smoke coming off of it.
No, say it's really nice. Say it's a nice piece of rock, right? Sure.
Sure.
That's pretty.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, why
Stick
not?
of rock.
It's famed this isle. It's famed for its rock.
Yeah. People travel miles with this rock.
And they never
Okay.
leave.
Do we do we want to leave our compadres anything to help them out? Like,
Well, I mean, like, I have extra daggers that I've never used,
Well,
but I'm still not certain we want to leave the children weapons.
I mean, like monetarily.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. Have we ever
only
described to them
thing-
where Geese is? We have, right? If they wanted to leave here and they needed somewhere else to go. I feel
I
like
don't
we
encourage them
described...
to leave again.
I take a
No,
piece
but-
of paper and I draw a map of the island and where Providence is and where Geese is.
Okay, so that's what, an intelligence?
I am
Plus-
proficient in cartography.
Yeah, but you have it gives you proficiency on your check.
Yeah, true.
Oh, so we
So-
already have a map that you drew out that you could copy from.
Oh no. Yeah, that's true. Do I have advantage since we already have maps?
Do I have advantage? Sure, why not?
Much
Yeah,
better.
that's-
Oh.
That's
This
trade
is
our
what
wisdom
happens.
level.
This is what happens when you ask for advantage, guys.
Yeah, you definitely don't roll a 9 the second time.
Okay, so yes, you managed to draw a map that not only depicts the Isle quite well, but also simply gives directions to Geese in a way that you think Ulruth could probably understand.
Cool. Would cartography be intelligence or would that be dexterity?
There's nothing dexterous about. I mean, I guess
It's physically
very,
drawing.
very fine work, but it's also quite a mental process.
Okay, that's fair. We'll leave it at intelligence. She's not very smart, so.
Okay. Is that
the
why
whole point.
you were angling for it to be dexterity?
Maybe I could
Surely
get two
it's-
more
Surely
points.
it's my best stat.
That would be charisma. Can I have plus 10
It's
to my
like the
cartography?
occasional- It's just Dane being like, but is it survival?
Survival of wisdom, man. That's what it's got to be.
Surely you mean this is a persuasion check?
Or insight.
No, not insight. Absolutely not insight. That's
Insight
worse.
into what a map looks like.
Okay. I love this piece of music because it reminds me of playing like one of our very first D&D games on Roll20.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's what do we call it? Oh no, it's not. It's not. What's the name of that group that do loads and loads and loads of D&D songs? They're like licensed for everyone to use them. It's 2 something.
Oh.
2.
No.
2-pack.
Two-pack.
Hashtag actually alive somewhere.
2 something.
2 bards. And
2 steps from hell.
2 steps from hell. Katie's got it. Anyway, again, we've been distracted. I apologize.
This entire session has been distracted.
It's not as bad
I
as the
love it.
last one. It's not
Oh
as bad
no,
as the
definitely
last one.
not.
This
Good
has
enough.
all been character development.
That's true. And
There's been
crying.
no technical
Fine.
difficulties, apart from the one technical difficulty.
It's been character development and crying. Okay, so we'll leave the sad goodbyes. Unless there's anything else you want to leave
Oh.
behind for them.
I'll leave like 10 gold.
Okay.
I'll leave 20,
But
so I'm better.
Yeah, we don't want to give them too much gold because we can come back and give them some more in the future. But it's just
And it'll just get stolen if they have too much.
yeah.
So how about you take the extra bits of cloth and make like a belt with little secret pouches to put 1 gold in
Because
each
that
one.
sounds really complicated, and I could barely make normal clothes.
Yeah, but this doesn't have to be pretty. It just has to hide it, so it doesn't look like a sack of 10 gold coins for somebody to steal from these children.
I just tell
I'll do it, servant.
I'll
Take this
do
cloth.
Do basic tasks. Like, I want you to make this very fine piece of linen. Anyway,
It doesn't have to be fine. Literally take that
Okay.
cloth, sew a bunch of pouches into it.
okay. So you've given them some money.
Mhm.
So that's 10 gold, 10 gold from Day and 20 gold from Susan.
Wait, maybe if it's not a good idea to give them that much gold, then I won't give them that much
Probably
gold.
not.
It's a lot,
Okay.
especially for like peasantry.
Okay.
It's a lot of money.
Just tell them, but like, this is for emergencies, not for sweets.
Okay. Ruth nods her head very gravely, and you can tell that she sincerely understands that this money isn't, that she needs money in order to survive, and that money isn't something that you should just splash on whatever you feel like. Bernie, on the other hand, says, "I'm gonna get so many cakes!"
Yes.
Good night, Jack.
Does
Bye.
she look like she's been educated enough to know how many silvers go into gold and things like that?
Yeah, they've probably figured
Okay.
it out.
Just making sure.
Anyway, as you are making your way to leave Providence, you hear the clippity-clops of a horse who is clearly trying to catch up with you. You're on your way out of the main gates. Gapes?
The main games. It's describing what they do rather than what they are.
They gape. The gates are agape. You are making your way through them west when you hear the clippity-clops of a horseman trying to catch up with you. You guys are, meandering as you do on horses, kind of just like, not galloping. You're just kind of cantering. Was it cantering? It's not even cantering.
No,
Just
it's
what's the term for just
it's like trot. I
Wait,
don't know what order they go in.
trotting?
are you talking about like a fast but not a gallop?
No, I mean we were just
Walking.
walking pace.
Yeah, trot.
Isn't trot like slightly faster than that?
I mean, trot is what you would do to make noise, because otherwise they would literally just be.
I'm googling all speed terms.
Do it.
What's the worst that can happen leaving an 8-year-old and a 5-year-old with 50 goals?
We
There's a
did give
walk,
him the 20.
trot.
Don't give him, it's just 10 goals.
canter, and then gallop.
So
So
it's
the trot is like a loud walk, basically.
It's just walking. I'm pretty sure you can just walk a horse. Everyone's just like,
Okay. We're just walking the horse.
But we're on the horse. We're not like leading the horse.
Canter is faster than thought. What's thought?
Thought is faster than walking. Canter is faster than thought.
What's thought? I've never heard of
Wikipedia
thought.
doesn't list thought.
Oh, is that supposed to be trot? No, it's thought. You ride horses. Thought. Is that it?
I don't know how to spell it. Trot.
Oh, is it trot or is it trot? Okay, so walk. Okay, anyway, you're walking your horses at a normal horsey walking pace.
Mhm.
When you hear a trot,
Oh, yes.
well, a canter behind you turning into
Oh.
a trot as he slows
As they
down,
approaches. Jesus.
and you turn to bear witness to whom it might be, and you see a gentleman who is in quite fine armor, maybe half plate. On his hip, you see a large blade, or maybe a long sword, that is shiny and silvered. You can see that it is possibly brand new. The armor also looks quite untarnished, as if it were never worn in battle. And a nice flowing, billowing cape. As you raise your eyes, you notice that the gentleman is a half-dragon. And before you is Casimir. He does not look dead. He looks born anew.
Undead.
Or alive.
He looks perfectly alive. He looks better than he ever has. And with that,
No!
The DM's mouth is sealed.
he kicked that meth habit.
Get in there! No, we've got at least 15 more minutes. We started late.
Yes, come on, 15 minutes. Oh, 15
No.
minutes.
This is part of the narrative process is leaving cliffhangers, okay?
That's fair.
So, what do you guys do in the rest of your evening?
Cry.
Right? I have to go wedding gift shopping for the wedding I'm going to this weekend.
Do chat upload that sound. Could do.
Excuse me.
Oh, right now.
Is there any point after you missed the first 60 episodes, though?
You can't say that. If you said that about everything, no one would ever start anything ever.
Yeah, but
That's true.
well, no, because if you start at the start, then it's fine.
You just have to make a cool intro video explaining everything that's happened up until now, or like the main points, and then like,
Yeah.
boom.
Just whip one of them up.
It's just like, oh no, oh no. Tom, can you make
That's why the audiobook goes into a visual experience.
Beard. Tom, quick, we've got 15 minutes.
We got 15 minutes monologue.
I couldn't cover everything in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I barely covered the last session in 15 minutes at the beginning of our game.
Yeah, that's fair.
I ramble a lot, okay? My storytelling is not concise.
I like your storytelling.
I appreciate that, but I think we can both agree that it is not concise.
I didn't argue. I just said I like your storytelling.
Exactly. Okay, well.
Casimir's back. What happened?
Obviously, he's Dragon Jesus.
I'm suddenly like so attracted to him.
It's way better than Buff.
Hello. Born again, Dragonborn.
Dragon born again.
Half dragon. He's a half
dragon.
dragon, not a dragonborn.
What's the other half?
Oh wait, is that different? I thought that was just a
It's
weird
also
way of
dragon.
saying it.
No,
It's a double
there's
half dragon.
Very distinct difference between dragonborn and half dragon.
So how does one become a half dragon? Oh no.
I looked
When
into this
a
once and I can't remember.
dragon and a non-dragon
Love each other very much.
love each other very much and break down social barriers.
So, a dragonborn isn't actually somebody who. A dragonborn is a race, whereas a half dragon is the spawn of a dragon.
A dragon
Dragonborn-
and
Also,
A
some
dragonborn,
dragons have like
Mother of God.
human form, right?
Eventually, I will get this out.
No.
A dragonborn is a
Denied.
race. So the dragonborn race is descended, perhaps, from dragons, whereas a half dragon is the offspring of a dragon and something else. Half dragons cannot reproduce. They are not a race.
so what's Gasimir's other half?
You can't tell.
I don't want to think about. Kara's like, I don't want to think about this.
Can't some like dragons do they have like a humanoid
They
like
can,
a humanoid form?
they can polymorph.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they might bang as like a polymorph dragon. It's not just like a massive fucking fucking.
Yeah, they won't be. They
It
won't
might
be.
be.
God dang it.
They wouldn't be. They wouldn't be a dragon.
Well, it might be if the other half was like a hill giant. That might work.
Under no circumstances can a
A
dragon have
smallish
sex
dragon.
with any. We're
A
just
hill
shitting
giant.
on some poor furry fandom out there. Where they're like, my dragon can have sex with anything and make this crazy cool like ultra dragon. I'm sorry. In the fantasy world of Faerun, dragons cannot have sex with any other animal and bear
They
offspring.
can.
You just gave us what half dragons are, though.
I said
so
that-
what
yeah,
did
I said
they-
I said animal.
Hill giant isn't an animal.
Humans are animals.
Yeah, but I'm saying a dragon's penis would be too big.
That's why I'm saying a hill giant because they're huge.
And that's why we were saying polymorphed. Wait, I'm so confused.
Polymorph is fine. Polymorph they can do.
Okay.
There might be a lady dragon anyway.
In which
Like
case,
Shrek?
yeah, because Donkey's dick was big enough to fuck that dragon.
No, but a donkey isn't a hill giant.
We could have ended on years back. I didn't drag us to this place for once. This is my fault.
Sorry, Red.
I was entertained until now. I feel uncomfortable.
Oh, Red, I'm sorry. We were just trying to understand the like.
This is an adult stream. my
Yeah,
friend.
that's
I
really-
apologize.
This is the
but,
after show.
It comes
the
with
after
the.
After the party, there's the after party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After the after party, there's a hotel lobby.
Yes.
can't remember what song that comes from.
And it's like after the
After the
hotel lobby,
party,
there's
there's
my
the
room.
after party, and
Oh.
after the party, there's the hotel lobby. That's how the song goes.
Oh, that's one of the songs that Jenny listens to, right? Like a naughties song.
Oh, what?
Naughty song. Just
Naughties.
2000, a song from the early 2000s.
Those are called naughties?
Yeah.
Because it's 0-0 and the two.
If you have like the
notes.
90s.
Oh, not.
Yeah.
Ah. Why? It's like we're speaking.
You didn't say a magic word.
We speak the same language, and I understand you less than any of my foreign friends who speak English as a second language. It's just like a consistent thing that there are so many little like colloquial terms that I'm like, this.
Is that not an international term for the year 2000?
No, we just call it the
No,
early
no.
2000s.
What? But it's like the 90s. Oh, whoa! I'm leaning
Yeah.
on the table that's got my monitor on. Hello.
Yeah, we didn't come up with anything for that. We just said there, or as I like to call it. Well, no, I'm not going to age myself. Never mind.
Let me give you that toot toot.
Ah.
Let me give you that
Give me
beep.
that beep, beep. Running your hand through my phone.
Ignition, that's the
naughty.
song. Okay. Went through it
Something,
in there.
something to ignition. Something, something to
Hot and
fishing,
fresh out the kitchen.
running, rolling that body. And
That
then
every man in
something.
here
In
wishes.
here wishing.
See, this is right down your street.
Kara, did you know that term? Or are you just agreeing with them? Because it makes sense now that it's explained, but I've never once heard that in my life. This is me looking at the chat because I'm like, Kara, what do you know? Katie is like 21 to 22 because she drinks and lives with roommates. Yes, that's exactly what it is.
What logic is that?
I'm fine with being called
no, because
22.
a 21 to 22-year-old would be maybe at college?
Yeah.
No, they wouldn't. Not here. They'd finished.
No, here they would still be in the very last stages of it.
Okay. Well,
Kara, where have you heard that term before? Who said this? Who has done this? Why have you done this?
I feel like it's just a universally accepted.
I've been alive a while and I've never heard it until today. What dark corners of the internet were you on, Kara? Of course, okay, to be fair, she watches a lot more YouTube than I do, so it might just be that I'm not cool. I've just never heard that term before.
You're not from Birmingham, that's what it is.
Yeah, well,
I'm
she's not
from
either.
Birmingham.
No.
No.
Kara, are you still in my apartment or did you leave? Are you texting and driving right now? It was on the radio.
On the radio. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. On the radio. Uh-oh. I hear her yelling from the other room. I'm here.
Can I? Anyway.
Come into my room. Tell me where you heard this. What radio
Since
station?
the game is over,
Yes.
perhaps
We have 8 minutes.
we could consider time to raid.
Yes.
Does anyone have any suggestions? I've got one, but I'll leave. It's a male.
What?
You know.
Is he cute? No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, it's on the
married.
radio.
What radio station did you hear this on?
Wait.
Well,
This is Kara.
Hi, Kara. Kara.
Sports Talk Radio.
Oh, sports talk radio.
Oh,
So they just picked it up from you guys.
But no, I've legit heard that term before. I'm
Okay.
painting my nails.
Oh, that's why you were painting your nails. Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
It's because I've opened Chrome that streams like. Ah.
Oh, of course. Chrome.
The killer streams.
I like how nobody even mentioned that I collapsed. Wait, what? Read, Katie. I'm not streaming right now, Red. I do kind of live like somebody in the early 20s who's not in college, though. No, I'm not a responsible person. I play way too much D&D. Yeah. That's a fair assessment, Red.
Can I raid in Streamlad's chatbot? Oh, I can do it on my phone. Never mind.
There you go.
Smart.
You didn't collapse on the ground during English class for this. Did you actually collapse, Red? I thought you were being facetious.
Well, if you didn't collapse for this, then what did you collapse for?
And all those drugs. I don't do drugs, Snorts. I kind of just blacked out. Okay, drink more water. It's been hot.
Music sounds so funny. What?
It's just a bit horny.
It's like you're slowing down an old vinyl, really. Sounds fine to me. Alright, who's the channel one?
Uh,
Let's see if
it's
I
our
can-
boy Andre. He literally just started streaming, so he will appreciate a raid, I think.
Oh, who's Andre? My Andre? It doesn't show him on yet for me. Oh yeah, yeah. Are you ready to type it in?
That work? Yeah, ready to raid in 7
Oh,
seconds.
you're good. Yay.
Okay, see you Sunday? We're playing Sunday?
I'm up for Sunday.
Yeah, I should be okay because
Thanks,
the
man.
wedding's on Saturday. I'll let you guys know if that changes.
Okay, I'll let you guys know how Friday's game goes.
yeah.
Yes.
Is it being
Streaming or not?
streamed?
Not
Damn
that
it.
I know.
They're not streaming. I know I
Okay.
want to watch. It's not fair.
Okay, bye everyone. Wave goodbye.
Bye.